No, you picked up a +2 heavy crossbow.
Okay. So that one's still +2. Alright.
Yes. And he just walks out of the tavern. You gonna just let him go?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
cast
I had a
Hunter's
plan
Mark.
for where he was gonna. You're gonna pass Hunter's Mark?
Yep. Just to keep tabs on him for a while.
What's the range on that?
Actually, that's a good question.
Unlimited.
Frick. 90 feet. So I think I've got plenty of room.
Say put it on him, yes, but how, like, the range, once it's on him, what's its range?
There is none, as far as I know.
So you could just track him better, but you
Yep.
wouldn't know where he is.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, and he's just gonna leave.
And after he leaves, Jade's just going to approach Shiki and say, I cast Hunter's Mark on him. If you wish to follow him, now is the time. We can only have it for an hour.
No, let him go.
Dr. Spark.
If he causes problems, we'll know.
If you're certain.
Yeah, he's just a kid.
Alright, I'll drop concentration.
Okay.
Few rifles, a cannon. Could do it.
Hello, Azul.
Zul says hi. Still hugging Shiki.
I'll leave you two alone.
We'll get to it later.
Azul stops hugging Shiki. And Nomi is still just kind of looking a little panicked based on seeing him and the prophecy, the one question, or not the prophecy, the one question you asked, I forget its name, the black cat, was that she was betrayed by the people she was working with.
He's gone now, Nomi.
Yes, it's just worrying. A cat told me that the ones who betrayed were them, and
Baron, I
Didn't
need
we
Baron?
also learn that one of the things that they said would be a lie?
did we?
I think that's what we heard. Two were truth, one was a lie. It
Yes,
seems
we
the other
did
two were
hear
true.
that. What was the other things that said? That we would get home at the end of the story,
And
that we would end up in the company of friends.
yes. And those two seem to be true, unless the Baron is not actually our friend. She turns and
I
looks at the
object to
bear.
that.
Are you our friend?
I would hope I am at least somewhat of a friendly acquaintance.
That's what I thought too. She's gonna turn back to Nomi. So yours must have been the lie.
That's still, I don't think I want to seek them out at all again.
I don't blame you.
So I'm gonna walk back into the room.
Yep.
Baron, I need a favor.
Yes.
I'm gonna make one real rifle and the rest of them fake.
And
I'm gonna do a bit of trickery. These guys aren't the smartest when it comes down to they see a gun, they think gun.
Nomi will look at Shiki and kind of shake her head. No, don't. That's the one thing I've seen that they know.
I'm not saying the gun won't shoot something and it won't make a bang.
Yeah, it'll just blow up itself.
Well, I used to make toy guns that they would make the bang noise, but no real bullet.
If you say so. And she'll look over like towards the bear and everything. Do you mind is there any way I could work to keep a place up here? I don't really feel safe traveling much right now.
You could slip yourself into a waitress outfit.
Baron kind of agrees. He'll say, well, we'll have to work out a agreement. You'll have to do some work, of course, but I'm sure we can figure something out later on. And a look at Shiki at this point as well. And just so you know, it's the airship called Destiny should be back later today or tomorrow morning.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this one.
That worries me.
All right.
Right.
Regardless, with all this done and see that you're all taken care of, I believe I should take my leave.
If you truly want.
I have the feeling that so long as nothing burns down come morning, I can find out then.
Well,
Oh,
with
I
this
have
party,
no
we
plan.
never know when something will burn down.
Sorry,
Speak for
my bad.
yourself.
Please don't burn anything down.
I
I'll
have no
try to
intention
hold
of
myself
doing it.
back.
All right, and he'll go to leave at this point. I'm assuming Lily would accompany him.
Jade's just going to say to Lily as she leaves, if there's anything you need, all you have to do is ask.
And that's another potential plot hook I'll leave for later on. Ugh.
So,
Spoilers.
here begs the question.
Yes.
How do we all survive and communicate
Underwater,
underwater?
there are magical items that can help with that, I'm sure.
The tank can go underwater.
Hold your breath really well.
Yes, but if I open that tank up, I'm okay. Will the rest of you be
That's true.
okay?
We could head down to the nearest city and purchase a few magical items. I'm sure since they're near water, they've run into these things.
I'll have to.
Yeah. Page will speak up. You said you were going after the. What were you going after?
Well, we got a choice: underwater
there's a-
city, or make a dodgy deal with Quark for some information.
Denizens of of the sea, effectively. Mermaids.
I don't really know where any civilizations of theirs would be held, and I'm sure most of them are inclined to keep them at least somewhat secretive.
In that case, Paige, would you think about
No
maybe doing
reason.
some digging for us?
I could do a little bit of digging, yes.
I'll, you know what? For the time being, I'll leave the shield golem here as a bouncer for you.
Do you have a way to control it?
I'll give it to Azel.
Something
All right, that'll work.
I would think there are a lot of weapons that don't work nearly as well underwater as they do above water. If we're heading there, we should probably make sure that we pick up the items or the weapons that we would be able to use the best.
And at that point, Shiki goes pale. Oh no.
I'm not entirely sure gunpowder will work very well underwater.
I'm gonna.
You could perhaps get.
Like we're both talking.
Yeah, Shiki was, or not Shiki. Yeah, Paige will speak up. Shiki, you could perhaps look into a harpoon or maybe some specialized gunpowder that still functions.
I'm gonna need time, and I need to start making fake guns, and it's gonna be another all-nighter.
It's gonna take you more than
Hey.
a simple night.
It's going to take time.
I would suggest you
Did
probably
my
pick
errant-
one task and try not to divert your attention, lest you don't get any of them.
I'm gonna have to make the fake guns first, then.
Drop.
Hopefully, Baron will
Okay.
willingly give me a hand.
The biggest issue we would encounter in this kind of situation, going underwater.
Look, look. We
I
don't know
I lost communication. So sorry.
We don't know at the moment. We don't know where the city would be, so going
So-
down there would be blind.
Yasana, you and I should investigate that, I believe. Paige can only do
Quite
so much
possibly.
herself.
Although I don't think we'll find anything about being our full city.
No, I got a funny feeling that I might know a way to pinpoint it if it's still on the map.
Hmm.
You'll see in time.
I have an idea of what he means.
I have an out-of-character idea of what he means.
Out of character, I know what he means, but
Yeah. All right, that makes sense. We'll discuss in the morning what to do next. It does seem that we at least have a way to deal with the Korrikin if it goes forward. The one who spoke to you, did he say who you're contacting?
I got a sending stone, but no name.
Perhaps you should contact them at some point and work out details.
I will, but I need to see if I can get this manufacturing up and running Baron, even if it's just going to be cheaply made guns. In a way.
Yes.
And it's going to cost me a pretty penny to pay for the material and the labour he'll probably be putting in with me.
Yes, though you do at least have. You don't have that much left right now. You almost might need to go out and adventure to find more funds to do this first.
Oh, why is my hobby so expensive?
We have 1,500 gold, more or less, in our bag.
Yeah, it's going to cost me a bit.
Yeah, the only other thing of note you have are those various metal ingots.
We also have several potions.
And at this point, Shiki regrets melting down every single gun she had cut off a Cork and Corpse in the recent years.
We have quite a bit of scrap metal in addition to those ingots, I believe.
It's going to take me. It's still going to be a while. It's going to take a lot of money. I'll work something out.
It's also going to take a lot of time.
Yep, I'll work something out.
Perhaps we can sell something you're not using.
Like what?
I don't know. Do you have any old guns or anything that you're not using?
Nope. These two here, the only things I got. And plus, I'm not one to really actually sell my guns these days.
Well, we do have some other weaponry that we can sell, but it'll only be pennies compared to what you need.
Yeah. Oh, I'll figure something out.
Well, this is going on at some point. I don't have a token for him, but you'll see a man run in. You know he's effectively a courier around town, just delivers messages and whatnots. He knocks and he pokes his head in. Ah, yes, you're all here. I was told to send and inform you. The Cloud's Destiny has just landed.
Hallelujah.
That name sounds familiar.
And the captain did want me to inform you as well. There was a lot of talk about harpies and whatnot in the north.
Well, maybe we may have just found our job, guys.
But
What about the last time we fought harpies?
Yeah,
we
well,
don't
Bring
exactly
earplugs. Just bring earplugs.
that was, guys. I'm not gonna lie, that was all your guys' fault.
The messenger at this point will kind of nod. Message has been delivered. I'm going to be on my way. Have a good one.
Have a good day. Take care now.
Jade will flip
And
him a
he
gold
disappears.
as a tip.
And he'll catch the. And he's already gone, but you see his hand stick out behind the wall, and he catches the gold coin.
He always does that.
You'd find a lot of people do very interesting things for a piece of gold.
Personally, I'm not sure if we.
At this point, I look at Yasana. Then I look at the golem. Wrestling. Nah, she wouldn't do it.
Stop trying to come up with new fantasies in your head about me.
No, I'm actually thinking of a money-making scheme. I'll pay you gold to wrestle the golem.
That'll be a fairly one-sided fight, don't you think?
I know, but people, you're telling me you wouldn't watch a machine wrestle?
No.
I'll destroy it. I mean, would you really be able to afford?
Well, no one really gets hurt in wrestling. That's when you botch. No, you'll make a great heel.
Please stop trying to come up with weird things regarding myself.
Hey, I'm only trying to make money here.
I'm not a money-making tool.
I know. Anyway, let's moving that conversation out of the way. I actually don't know what you want to do, Silver. Do you want to...
How much do you expect you'll need?
What, money-wise?
Yes.
Just let me put out the old list here.
Yeah, let's look at the cost for a gun and exploit from there.
Well, they want
Because it's going to cost you, depending on how many you make, and you don't even know how many exactly they want made yet. You would have to contact the...
You do have a sending stone.
Yep.
You only have one sending stone, though.
Yes.
That's all you need, one per day.
One per day. Yeah, see, normal musket is 500 each. Man, I really want. Problem is, also want to make my own rifle at some point.
You would probably make money off of selling these. I would say quite a bit of money.
What you on about?
If you sell the guns to the Kurikan, you'll probably make quite a penny off of it.
Yeah, but I'm not actually going to sell any guns to the Quarken. Plus, these ones are going to be duds anyway.
Well, you could still make a lot of money off of it and run away before they figure it out. Or fight them and take the money anyways.
Pretty much, the guns are going to be just some of the sweet in the pot while I learn where a certain general's going to be.
Is it really good to be manipulating?
This, by the way, just making this out of character comment. This, by the way, is why I don't do a lot of plotting and planning in advance, because everything I would have had even faint ideas with just got thrown out the window. But everything that's happening now is so much better.
Yeah, what the whole idea of potentially
Like the plans that you're working out with this is so much better than what I had intended.
I know you should,
and that's why I don't plan very far in the future.
You should let me RP more.
Oh.
Wow. I'm sorry that you're the silent minority in this one.
Did he just deny you instantly, though? That was kind of amazing.
Philia, I've heard that there might be a coliseum in a city nearby.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Could be an interesting money-making venture.
Money's
you
not really what I'm aiming for, though.
No, but it's
you
what
wish-
Shiki is aiming for.
I can make rubber bullets and compete as well.
Why are we even considering helping Shiki with this venture? She's effectively trying to rip off people for no reason outside of her own personal greed.
Have you ever fought a Korkan or seen a Korkan, my dear?
I've never encountered them.
They are a race that just likes to fight. They would probably swarm a town with the guns I make. I want to make the guns. I want to find out.
Yeah, Nomi is going to speak up. I can definitely see what you mean there, but the group I've seen was a lot more disciplined than I would have expected.
Look.
From what I've heard, they seem like a wholly unpleasant group.
From the world I'm from, they wouldn't think twice.
Hmm.
They love to fight. They get bigger when they get bigger as they fight. They like wearing fancy hats, and they especially know their firepower.
You're gonna have to work hard to deceive them, then.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm a master smith. That's why I'm a master gunsmith. Or was.
I am concerned they'll
Where
see through
was
your
it, Billy?
trickery, though.
Yeah, I think you're just lining yourself up to be killed.
Well, we'll see how it goes. Can't be as bad as a mini lift. Yeah. Sorry, what's that? Cat's tongue got stolen? Oh, good. Good. I was hoping. Golem, would you please show the cat the door?
He points at the door.
There you go. Now,
But can he show the door to the
Regardless,
cat?
He moves over to the door and he points at the cat.
Would he do that though? I didn't actually command him to, but he would do it.
He would do it, yes.
however, would you really want to risk your life in that regard? Life is worth more, isn't it?
Okay. I'm going off a few leads. One of them being that the Quarken may have stolen an experimental airship a while back. No, it wasn't an airship. It was
wasn't an airship. It was a warship.
Stolen a very powerful warship a while back. That warship has not popped up recently. The dwarves, one, would probably pay a lot of money to get their ship back, and two, that ship can probably lay waste to any coastal town they wanted to.
Including this one.
I got a funny feeling that this might be the group. If it's the person I'm thinking of, they'll be organized enough.
I have a feeling that even if we disagree with Shiki's intentions, whatever we say won't change her mind anyways. So,
But
we
Jade,
should just help her meet her goal.
Jade, don't you think the idea of maybe find out what happened to Nomi and stopping a big threat of a green tide of gunfire is a good idea.
There are a
And
lot
also,
of threats to this world.
Would you like to help me get rid of one of them? Potentially?
Well, we have several threats to consider at this point.
Well, we gotta start with one of them.
That is true.
I like you, Jade, sometimes. Despite, being a bit blank. And straightforward. But, gets to the point.
I assume that's a compliment.
Yeah, I'm spitballing.
It's hard to determine that.
Yeah, I know. It's also hard to determine when you're being serious or not. Anyway, Nomi, you're gonna stay here for the time being?
No, me will not at that.
Good,
Well,
okay.
if you want to throw away your life, far be it from me to stop.
Okay, well, me and Jade will go, and maybe Fluffy. Fluffy, you want to fight?
I'm always up for a fight.
Yeah, these guys are really big and powerful.
Oh, I'll go for the arena, if only because
Aren't they about normal sized?
The small ones, and Spade will speak up. The small ones, the younger ones, are maybe the size of a large human or something to that effect. Though, as they get older, they do get bigger and more powerful,
Silver.
much like a dragon.
Silver.
Yes.
I have a good question for you. I can cast a spell called Disguise Self. Would I be able to, in any way, use this spell to help alter Shiki's weapon?
Oh, Disguise Self. You're thinking of
Because it is self, no.
You're
Alright.
thinking
If it
of,
was disguise other, we'd have to talk.
was it Seaman you're thinking of?
I was going to cover them all with seeming.
Yes, seeming would probably be a more ideal one.
I don't know.
Disguise other. I don't remember what seeming does to begin, but disguise other might be more effective in that regard. But that's really iffy because that's a illusionary aspect, so they would pick up very quickly.
Right.
Seeming
What I was thinking was, would I be able to use this spell during the casting process to have it be slightly disguised during the
No,
crafting?
no, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
All right.
Seaman gets you the cow episode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Best
how about we just rest for the day, and I'll see about putting some designs together on blanks.
All right. So,
Well,
yep, carry on.
no, go ahead.
No, I'm just trying to make sure that before we end this off, I know what you guys are planning to do, so I can start plotting in that direction.
Actually,
Are we
we should think
planning
about-
anything yet?
we
Like,
should-
I know right now your plan right now is to try to do this whole thing with getting the cork and fake guns and figuring out more with that there. But the issue being is you needed money to do that, and how are you going to get the money?
Jay, this Coliseum, do they possibly do team fights?
I have no idea. All I know is there's a coliseum there. We can
Maybe
go
we
and take a look.
We could go and try and win big there.
Paige will speak up. That Coliseum has, from what I understand, not been handing out nearly as big payouts as they have after getting nearly running out of money when their last champion had switched over a number of years ago.
But maybe we can bring in the crowd a bit. Is that do you think that might be possible, Jade? I mean, Paige? Like, put on a show. A lot of people have seen guns around.
You would probably at the very least want to speak to the organizers there before you get too far into that idea.
You know what else we could do?
What?
You and I could fight.
Me and you?
Hear me out.
What? Okay.
If it's a Coliseum, most likely it's going to have everything separated out by random chance. You wouldn't be able to guarantee you'd be facing against each other.
But this could be a good chance.
If all of us signed up to fight, then perhaps we'd be able to hedge our bets a little bit, and whoever ends up winning would get a share of the pot.
I'm not going to hold back. You know this, right? I
would
will
expect
go
no
all
less
out.
from you.
Okay, look at Philia. I've always been curious as to who would win.
Philia.
What? I
But
didn't
yeah.
hear what Rishi said.
Who would win in a fight between Philia and Yasana? Philia.
Yeah.
Philia.
Yasana.
Why?
Philia.
Because Yasana has one of a few.
You would have to
bypass
do a
the
lot
damage.
of. You'd have to do a lot of abusing your magic abilities, like Booming Blade.
And moving, but that gives me an attack of opportunity, which means even if I stand still for a turn, I still keep my rage.
I have ways.
It would. I'd still put it pretty strongly in Philia's odds.
Look. But either way, I say we take the chance on the Coliseum, see if we can earn some money.
It's gonna be fun.
I mean, what could it hurt?
Like, you never know. We could be fighting each other, or we could be fighting in a big group, or pairs. Who knows?
Out of all of us, I assume one of us would come up the victor. Probably not me, unless they allow Blanca in as well.
Blanca could be
lucky.
classified as a weapon.
Blanca
I think
is a creature, not a thing.
If
I
you
pet the
classify
lizard.
as your combat style, however, they may allow the
Hey,
Blanca
look,
to join in with you.
we're speculating too much. We'll head
You're,
over
you're
there.
going to have to speak to the organizers when you get the chance and figure out from there.
And it would
Okay.
give us a chance to go and find if there's anything we could buy or sell that would help us with our other endeavors as well.
Mm-hmm. Look, let's go to a new place, have some fun, probably have a few bruises, have a laugh, have a drink, come back, and all be happy in the next couple of days.
Do you think your girlfriend would like to come with us?
Aww.
I'm gonna point this out now. What's gonna happen is Shiki's gonna get her ass handed to her.
No, it's like Shiki actually has decent odds if she can stay at range. I'm already having plans and plots of how this is gonna go, and I'm just thinking, how can I fuck with the party?
It's either going to be one. It's either
Oh,
gonna be,
it's very easy to screw with a barbarian.
yeah.
Like I have a ton of ways, and it's just like, what way do I want to fuck with the party?
We'll see how
All
it
of
goes
them.
because
Use
it's
all
up.
of the ways.
Because I doubt knowing Silver, and to be fair, to spice it up a bit, I doubt it's going to be 1v1 in a simple arena, if
Oof.
1v1 at all.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. At any rate, I kind of want to just cut it off there,
Yeah, it's good.
because I think it's
No.
a pretty good point to cut it off, unless you have anything more you want to cover immediately.
I am happy with that because I got dragged into a second game today.
All right, yeah.
That's
So I'm thinking cut it off there, so we can I can start making my plans and plots, and we pick it up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I
Until
assume
we
we'll
feel-
probably take a rest here or something.
Yeah, you're gonna at least have a long rest.
Alright.
Yeah, because it's probably later on in the day. Yeah, you're gonna have at least a long rest.
In that case, what was it? What time of day would you say it is roughly?
I would say it's afternoon towards evening.
Okay.
Alright, do you want me to end off the stream then?
Yeah, we can end off the stream there.
Alright,
That's
thank you,
fine.
Alderin.
Plan one.